Hello, today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 difficult ways to save a lot of money that actually works out in the long run. Okay, so let's get started. Number 1 is actually for those of you who eat out or those of you who don't like to cook at home. If you are eating out once a week or more, you're actually spending a lot of money. The average American, according to TFD, the Financial Diet, the average American spends about $250 on fast food in 1 month alone. Think about that. If you could cut that down to $50, you could be spending, or you could be saving $200 every month that you could be putting towards savings. For example, if you need a car payment done and you don't have any money, cut down on your fast food. Simple as that. I know a lot of you don't like to cook at home and all that. What I suggest is get either a slow cooker, crock pot, or an instant pot. It really depends on what you eat. Because, for example, if you're a vegetarian, you would probably want to go for the slow cooker just because it isn't cooking at such a high temperature that it's going to basically cancel out all those vitamins and minerals. But, for example, if you're a meat eater, then you would want an instant pot because it's going to cook it at a medium temperature rather than a high temperature. Well, I guess it really depends on what you set it to, but it'll more than likely be at a more medium temperature, and then it's going to cook it exponentially faster just because of the heat that's already there. Yeah, I think that's it for that one. Number 2 is for those of you who heavily rely on your vehicles. Your vehicle is taking up a lot of gas. According to TFD, the Financial Diet, the average American spends 14 to 30% of their income on transportation alone. You want to lower that because that is a large chunk of your income that you are spending just for commuting. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. So what I suggest is invest in a bike. You don't necessarily have to walk, but if you are driving from your apartment or house and you're driving around the corner, ride a bike there. Or even walk. That's even better. Because with a bike, you are saving money not only on gas, but you're also saving money on medical expenses. The reason for that is you're actually improving your health and your physical health and your mental health and all that because you actually have more time to think about things while you're biking. And on top of that, you're moving your legs more. You're getting more motion out of yourself, so you're physically improving yourself and mentally. It's also a hell of a lot cheaper to repair a bike and to get the parts for a bike, mainly because there's less components and because it's simpler to repair a bike than it is a car. So I would suggest investing in a bike. That's actually what I'm trying to do now. Number 3. I think number 3 is pretty much a no-brainer, but everybody does have some sort of bad habit. Slow down on that bad habit if you can't quit completely. For example, if you smoke cigarettes or if you drink beer, maybe you smoke marijuana, cut that bill down in half. See how long you can last with half of the stuff of whatever your habit is, and see how long that lasts you. If you can't last the whole time, go without it. Go without it. Because lower your tolerance if it doesn't last the whole week or month or whatever it may be for you. Because it's going to lower your tolerance. So then when you do it again, you're going to get more of a buzz or a high or more of a... You could feel it more. And you don't have to use as much of it to get that feeling. So therefore, you're not going to be using it as much. And then therefore, you're going to be saving at that point in time as well. So it's very important to try and cut back or even quit if you can. Putting half of that bill into savings is probably going to save you so much money that by the end of the month even, you're going to see a great change in your savings, let alone the whole year. Number 4 is disposables. If you, okay, for example, paper towels. You don't necessarily need paper towels. You can use a washcloth. A washcloth can be reused. All you have to do is clean it. Because with paper towels, you're constantly buying it. You're constantly getting it again. Maybe you get paper towels once a week. You are spending that $1 to $5 on something that you're just going to end up throwing away. Why not invest in a washcloth? That way you don't have to throw those away. Or with straws. The plastic straws, don't get plastic straws. Get metal straws. I actually have metal straws that I invested in just for the sake of I don't have to keep throwing away straws because they get messed up and bent and all that. Number 5 is probably one of the hardest things, especially for you females, but try and get less clothes. Clothes is one of those things that everybody feels like they need all the time. So we just instantly, oh yeah, I need a shirt. Let me grab this one. It looks nice. But in reality, you really don't need it because you have plenty of clothes at the house probably. And you probably haven't decluttered it in a couple months. So that's something to think about when you're at the supermarket and you're the superstore, and you're looking at clothes and you're like, oh yeah, I need this, I need that. If there's something in your closet already that you can be using that piece of clothing for instead of getting a new one for it, you should probably be using what you have rather than spending more money and just spending your money on something that you don't really need. You could be saving that money, putting it into savings, and then you're good to go. Alright, that does it for this video. Thank you for listening, and I would like some feedback. Please be constructive about it. Constructive criticism is the only way I'm going to actually listen. If you're trying to tell me something that I did wrong or you don't like the video or something like that, just let me know why you don't like the video and, don't be overly rude. Bye-bye!